everybody and welcome to Parks Bros. It's Drew here, and today we're back at Knott's Berry Farm. Gonna check up on Fiesta Village. There's a lot of changes there, and check out the rest of the park because there's some construction all over. Let's go. And of course, it's California or bust, ain't that right, Mario of Mostly Coasters?
I'll choose bust.
All right, well, Mario and I are gonna start our day off with a good old invert. Silver Bullet, you excited, buddy?
I'm beyond excited if you couldn't tell.
Oh yeah? Well, it's gonna be a good time. Silver Bullet's been running really well this year, so let's go check it out. Looks to be no wait at all. All right, just walked through the tunnel after checking out Silver Bullet as you got, oh my gosh, the stagecoach going right behind me. Silver Bullet running really, really well today. In the very back row at that. Gotta love it, always. But now, I think we're gonna head into the boardwalk section, maybe check out food or maybe Berry Tails, because Mario has not ridden Berry Tails. So we've made our decision on food, so we're gonna walk over to the Boardwalk Barbecue. On our way there, the Timber Mountain Log Ride is still down for refurbishment, but it doesn't look like anything's changed, at least on the exterior. So probably a lot of interior work going on during this, what now is, I think, a 3 or 4 month long refurb. Although you can see right there that the belt is rolled up right there. So a plus to coming in around lunchtime is completely fresh everything. I mean, this thing was steaming. The mac and cheese was steaming for a good couple of minutes. Mario got mashed potatoes, gravy, and some sausage.
Sausage and peppers.
Sausage and peppers. And you also get cornbread with that, where I do not. But let's put some boysenberry barbecue sauce all over these things and eat up. After a very delicious lunch, we're walking across the boardwalk. You can see that Pacific Scrambler still in pieces in its plot of land. They've been doing a refurb on this for a couple of weeks now. I didn't film it last couple times I was here because honestly, I was in a rush walking by here, or I didn't walk by here. But yeah, Pacific Scrambler has been in pieces for quite a while now. But this full refurb is looking to be done hopefully very soon, considering most of the ride is back out on its platform. All right, well, next up, something I have not done personally in a while, Knott's Berry Tails Return to the Fair, but it's something Mario has never done.
I'm excited.
So we're gonna hopefully catch those Wile E. Coyotes. Wait, wrong chain, not the Wile E. Coyotes, but the coyotes that are stealing all the pies.
Now get out there and save those pies.
I can smell the boysenberry pies. I think I'm gonna have to get one later on because this smell, oh, it's just delectable. All right, Mario, you ready?
It's toasty.
Take on the coyotes.
Ready for the fair. It has been grand. Do come
Look at
back,
us having a great
players.
old time. After our thrilling ride on Berry Tails, headed into the factory store. They've got a bunch of boysenberry specific paintings and whatnot and art. Absolutely fantastic. A lot of these are sold already. Really kind of bummed about this one, although I don't really have the $600 to spend. Such a cool idea though. And of course, the mine caverns right there, as Mario was just looking at. Tons of stuff. Definitely recommend coming back into the factory store, even if you don't ride the ride, because there's a lot of cool artwork in here. After our fun and kooky adventures on Berry Tails, we're going for something a lot more thrilling. Hang time. Haven't been on this one in a couple of months now, I think. It'll be good to get back on this crazy Gerstlauer, the steepest drop in all of California, 96 degrees. Hopefully the wait's not too long. It shouldn't be longer than maybe 15 minutes. So sadly, we won't be able to step into Fiesta Village today, but we can see from the walls on the exterior, they've repainted the main building, or at least most of it. And you can even see in the background there, Jaguar getting some paint up top. It's looking absolutely phenomenal. We could see parts of it from Silver Bullet earlier on the lift hill. It was looking amazing. But right now, I'll actually show you what it looks like inside. This is from a couple of days ago. Let's go. Walking into Fiesta Village, you can see as Jaguar roars overhead, there is a brand new sign, at least on the Camp Snoopy side, welcoming you in to the newly refurbished area. Now, there is still a lot to do on this area, specifically in front of Jaguar and with Jaguar itself. Something major we could see from on top of Silver Bullet was the foundations for those fountains that are going to be right in front of the ride itself have been nearly completed. So now I think the biggest part for that area is going to be the plant life as well as the water that will be inhibiting that section of Fiesta Village. Now, of course, with Montezuma, we don't know anything on what's happening right now, as nothing has changed, at least to our site, in the past couple of months now. But something that has changed in just the past couple of weeks is La Rev getting a brand new entry sign, as well as what seems to be the new entrance, at least for now, while the hot dog stand is getting redone. But look at that amazing pattern work as well as the new bright colors all over the ride. This is definitely more akin to the concept art that we saw last year, and it is looking absolutely amazing. It's not quite finished yet. It's not all encompassing all over the ride itself quite yet, but man, does it look fantastic. Outside of that, on this side of Fiesta Village, not too much has changed, with Dragon Swing being pretty much completed already, as well as most of that tile work. But as we look toward the other side of Fiesta Village, we can see the beginning of that new paint job on Soul Spin, as that gray base paint has been put on at least half of the structure. Speaking of that plant life I was talking about earlier, it looks like some of the trees have already been placed, which is amazing. And the main building of Fiesta Village, as I mentioned earlier, is getting repainted right now. Wave Swinger itself is looking pretty much the same as last we saw it, but hopefully we will see a new sign for that ride in the near future. As Fiesta Village is looking more and more complete by the week, it's looking amazing, and I can't wait to see it all completed, hopefully within another month or two. But with that, let's head back to present day. After our amazing ride on Hang Time, and of course, looking at Fiesta Village from that cool vantage point that we got from a couple days ago, it's time for Ghost Rider. Mario, this is the one thing that he's wanted to do all day today, so hopefully we won't wait too long. Typically this is the longest wait in the park though, by far.
You're the one thing I...
About 25-30 minutes later, not a bad wait for Ghost Rider today. So I'm not sure if you guys can see this too well, but I recently got myself an Apple Watch, and there's also Ride Forces as an app, so now I can actually see how strong vertically, laterally, longitudinally these rides are. And Ghost Rider pulling off some crazy changes all over the place. All right, well, we all sat down, got some Fireman's Barbecue. Now, there was no flank steak available, so we all panicked and got the quarter chicken and a half rack of ribs. I got the toast, got some corn over on this side, but this looks absolutely delicious. I've not had the chicken at this establishment before, but of course I've had the chicken dinner restaurant chicken, so I'm curious to see how it compares. Also added some spice on there too. Alrighty, just finished up our amazing barbecue dinner, I guess at this point. I will say that chicken was perfection. I would actually argue with the dry rub on it, especially.
You would argue with the dry rub?
I would argue
Why
with
would you
you.
argue with the
I would
dry
argue
rub?
with you that it's better than the chicken dinner restaurant chicken. I will say though, my ribs were a little dry, really tough, kind of hard to get through, which was kind of a disappointment. But also, I'm on meal plan, so it's a $21 meal included for free. I mean, get the meal plan. Please, it'll do you right if you visit more than 3 or 4 times a year. Something I gotta mention about Fireman's also is the fact that yes, it's some amazing barbecue, but outside of that, as Mario gets taken over by the sun, is that they have a hand washing station right next to the seating area, which is just amazing. Especially, you're gonna get your fingers all sticky and messy because of all that barbecue sauce. It's just perfect, honestly. And I get why more people eat there than not. It's just so many people eat there that I don't eat there often because of that line. That line is huge, right? Well, we're gonna finish our day just as we started. Mario and I checking out Silver Bullet, probably towards the back row, but with actually less of a line even. Now, as the park closes in just about 2 minutes time, so we actually might get last ride of the night on Silver Bullet. La Rottenest sub. Speaking of sub, you should subscribe to both Mostly Coasters and myself, parksbros, if you've been enjoying the absolute madness that has been this vlog. It's been an absolute mess, but it usually is when Mario and I hang out, and it's the best time ever. Oh, the Galloping Goose! So I gotta say, a really successful, easygoing, fun day at Knott's Berry Farm today. I have not had a day like this in a long time. Typically I'm here specifically for an update or like just to pop in, get food, maybe see what's different. Today was nice, just hanging out with my buddy Mario from Mostly Coasters and getting him to re-explore this park after not being here for a good 4 years now. It was just really chillaxing, if you will, and I really enjoyed that. And I definitely can't remember a time where I rode Silver Bullet 2 times in one day. It's been a long time, that's for sure. But that's officially gonna do it for this interesting video here at Knott's Berry Farm today. Just fun and relaxing and getting to ride a bunch of the rides. I haven't really done that in a while. It's been nice to get back to Hang Time, Silver Bullet, and Ghost Rider, and even more as Ghost Rider's about to roar past. I want to say thank you, each and every one of you, for watching. I really do appreciate it. And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe. We're gonna have more videos and actually another Fiesta Village update this week. So stay tuned for that. But of course, until next time, we'll see you on the next ride.